This Game Boy Advance has just arrived, and it was bought because it's got quite an interesting problem, according to the seller. That's it there. I paid £21.50 plus a bit of postage, so about £24. And I picked this one up because the seller said it powers on and shows the Game Boy logo, but then shuts off suddenly. I have not attempted a repair. So that's a little bit more interesting than just having one that won't power on. I posted this on my YouTube community page. I showed off the description there. And Squidney the Mudkip said that's an interesting problem. I never knew Game Boys could do something like this. Now they can't, as far as I'm aware of. And Sludge's Luke has said the only time I've encountered this was with the screen upgrade, as all these LCD replacements draw so much power. Interested to see what the issue might be. So this video is for you guys. So what do you think? I've seen a game start and then switch off and not go any further, and that was this one, GT Championship. And it was a problem, it seemed to be limited to that game, and it was a problem between the CPU and the RAM on the console. So I'll put a link somewhere if you want to watch that one. It's quite interesting. But it only happened with that game. But I've put some batteries in. We'll switch it on without a game in and see what happens. As you can see, we've got the Game Boy logo, we've got audio, and it's stopped on. So what's happening there? These batteries are AA's 1.5s, but these ones are rechargeables. It occurred to me that the seller might be using 1.2 volt rechargeables. So we'll try those. Switches on and stops on. So let's try a game. We'll try this GT one because this caused me problems before on a different console. Now we've got the Nintendo logo. The game starts. The other console I had problems with couldn't play the video. It must have been wanting to access part of the RAM, and it couldn't because there was a short between the RAM and the CPU. So that's working fine. So that's a Game Boy Advance game. I'll try a DMG game, Tetris. And that's working fine. Left and right shoulder triggers are working. Start works. Left and right's working. Up and down works. Yeah. Select's working. There's nothing wrong with this console. I'll try a Game Boy Color game, just to be thorough. I'm trying to find the fault. That's working. Paperboy. And finally, I'll try one of these black cartridges. And that's working as well. I thought this would have made a really good video, but unfortunately, I cannot replicate the problem that the seller had. It's got a few blemishes on the screen lens there, which is a bit of a letdown because the rest of the console, it's in good clean condition. So at this point, I sent a message to the seller saying, "Thanks for this, I can't find anything wrong with the system at all. Did you have a game to try it with?" And she's replied, "No worries. No, I was just told it didn't work properly. Enjoy." So there's nothing actually wrong with this at all. So what I've done, I've ordered a lovely new glass screen lens to go on there. I've taken it apart, give it a good clean. There's an interesting looking capacitor on there, and I've put a new screen lens on, popped it back together. Obviously it's still working fine, and I think that's it for the video. Disappointing one for me because it's not a fix, but it is a nice system. So not the video I was hoping for, but I'll not complain. I'm sorry it didn't turn into an interesting fix, but if you've watched till this far, thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next one.